Hey, Mr. Pius, it is Saturday morning and you just had a conference. What is up now?
Thank you for asking. Let me sit down first. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It is Saturday morning here. Actually, it is midday, Saturday, August the 16th of the year 2025. And I want to give an update for the Kiswate conference coming up in a couple of days. So, as most of you are aware, we have a conference, stroke AGM, that is coming up on Wednesday, August the 20th, 2025, and is going to be held at St. Mary's Ukwala High School in Ugenya Sub-County, Sia County, West Kenya, in the east coast of Africa. Our venue for the conference has been influenced by the fact that charity begins at home. St. Mary's Ukwala High School is home to me because it is because of St. Mary's Ukwala High School that I am who I am today. In February 1991, armed with a paper bag with a 32 pages exercise book, barefooted, escorted by my mom, we entered the gate of St. Mary's Ukwala High School, and the principal by then, Mr. Angaya, he's now the late, may his soul rest in peace, told my mom that you have brought the boy to us, we'll handle everything, please go back home. And after 4 years, I left St. Mary's Ukwala High School without paying fees, without paying even a single cent for fees. And at the time I exited the school, the only thing I had was a grade, a university grade, that enabled me to join Kenyatta University as a government-sponsored student. And from there, my life changed for good. So when we talk about St. Mary's Ukwala High School, this is like home. So charity begins at home. I was the option of holding this meeting in other places, including other restaurants, hotels, conference in the cities, like city of Kisumu, city of Nairobi, etc. But I made deliberate choice to have the meeting at St. Mary's Ukwala High School. If you are an alumni of St. Mary's Ukwala High School, or you are a current staff or student of St. Mary's Ukwala High School, shout out to you, please. Having said that, I want to take this opportunity to recognize my dad for being the best dad in the world. As you can see today, I'm dressed in a t-shirt, 88. And then we have the Kiswate logo. And then below there, we have the name of my dad. So I'm honoring my dad by wearing this t-shirt for being the best dad God has ever given me. He's 88 years old. We celebrated the 88th birthday a couple of weeks ago, and we are still asking God to add him more years so that he can see the fruits of his labor. He can see the Kiswate Digital Academy succeeding and having an impact, a lasting impact in our community, both locally and in the whole continent of Africa. That is why I'm wearing this t-shirt today. So I want to update all our supporters worldwide that the preparation for the conference is complete. Everything is in place. All vendors have been contacted and payments have been made. If we invited you as a consultant to the meeting and we are supposed to pay you some consultancy fees, if you have not received your pay, please, you need to contact me or contact the director HR, Blue Nile Analytica, as soon as possible before the day ends. Because as far as I'm concerned, we have paid all our vendors, we have paid all our consultants, and the only thing that is remaining is to make sure they prepare and get ready to start moving towards St. Mary's Ukwala High School. A couple of the vendors have already shared with me their air tickets. Others have shared with me their itinerary just to confirm they're ready to attend the conference. Congratulations. And if you are one of our consultants and you have not shared with me your travel itinerary, like a copy of the air ticket, a copy of the bus ticket, a copy of the train ticket, therefore means that you are not ready. The only time I know you are ready is when you send me a copy of your ticket. It could be an air ticket, bus ticket, or a travel or a train ticket, so SGR ticket. So having said that, I want to name the caretaker committee for the conference. Why is the caretaker committee important? Because I'm several miles away from Kenya where the conference is gonna take place. And the time has come where all my duties and responsibilities that I've been doing online has to be taken over by a caretaker committee. So ladies and gentlemen, allow me to name the caretaker committee for the conference. Number one is Kiswate CEO, Mr. John Yuya from Busia, Kenya. Number two is the current principal for St. Mary's Ukwala High School, Chief Principal George Onyango from Ukwala, Kenya. Number three is the Director HR, Mr. George Odalo from Namanga, Kenya. Number four is my Director in charge of translations and communication, Madam Josephine Sirega from Nairobi, Kenya. Number five is my Chief of Staff and my engineer in charge of technical presentations in all my meetings and events, Ms. Rose Deborah Opio. Number six is my co-opted member to the committee, and this is none other than Mr. Francis Mugo from Jamhuri Secondary School in Thika, Kenya. Number seven is my manager in charge of media production at Kiswate TV, Mr. Goldin Ochieng, and he will be assisted by Mr. Ahendera, who is the master of ceremony for the function. We are also waiting for feedback for the eighth member, and this will be the bishop that will be in charge, will give the opening prayers for the function. We have made several requests to several bishops of different churches, including my own church, my home church, the church that made me whom I am today, and this is the Voice of Salvation and Healing Church International, led by Archbishop Mama Winnie Oweti. So that is the lineup. At this particular moment, I want to give thanks to God for enabling me to organize such a conference. And I want also to thank God for giving me the creativity to come up with 3 algorithms that are going to be my intellectual property when they're published. The first algorithm is the Televangelist Pastor of Kenya algorithm. The second algorithm is the class teacher algorithm. And the third algorithm is the subject teacher algorithm. We are going to use these 3 algorithms, which are my innovation, my invention, my intellectual property. And these algorithms, we're going to use them to create an impactful knowledge, an impactful tool that is going to change the continent of Africa forever. We are going to solve a problem, and the problem at hand in my country is we are transitioning from 844 to the CBC curriculum. And when this happens, we need resources. We need resources like tools to do timetabling. We need resources like tools to generate lesson plans, to generate schemes of work, to generate mark sheets, to generate marking schemes, so that the teacher does not spend a lot of time in preparing these tools. So we'll need resources like teachers the teachers are not going to be enough, because in the 844 system, we have not got enough teachers. But the CBC curriculum, the CBC system, converts one big school into multiple schools using what we call pathways. So if the teachers were not enough during 844 system, there's no guarantee that even with increased demand of teachers in our senior secondary school, the government of Kenya will provide enough teachers to teach our students in the secondary school. And this is the reason why we are coming out strongly as an innovation center. We are coming out strongly as a private entity that is willing to partner with government, national government, county government, any form of government that want to work with us so that we address this challenge, we address these issues. As a data scientist, as far as I'm concerned, the government is doing whatever possible within their means to make sure that when the 10th grade students report in the 10th grade students report in the senior secondary school under the CBC curriculum, all is well. But as a data scientist, the data within my custody shows that even if they try to the best of their ability, we will not achieve 100% results. We will not achieve 100%. We will not meet the expectations of the public, the expectations of the parents, the expectations of the students, 100%. And this is the reason why we need to fill the gap. To fill the gap that shall have been left after the government takes action. And I'm calling upon all private institutions, all parastatals, all NGOs, all international organizations that work in the field of education to come out and support the Kenyan government. All Kenyans in diaspora, if you are patriotic, this is the time to come out and assist the government. And how do you assist the government? Please, if you want to know how you can participate, log in into my public lectures that are scheduled every Wednesday from 12:30 to 2 p.m. Nairobi local time, and by Zoom. And the link for my Zoom meetings is available on my pinned Facebook post. On Facebook, I go by the name Pius Odhiambo, and when you go there, you will see a pinned post that has got all the details. Let us support our country together as patriotic Kenyans, especially Kenyans who are in diaspora. If you are willing to support and you don't know how to support, please get in touch with me and I'll tell you how you can support. Thank you very much for listening to me. We love you, Kenyans.